The fourth biggest mistake that ball players are making that are keeping them slow is the lack of plyometric step, not just the directional step in stealing a base, but the plyometric step in all aspects of the game. Let's say Craig is a third baseman, kind of a short third baseman, but somebody drops a bunt. He's got to take off in toward home plate. Now, most speed schools, I used to be a director of a speed school, so I know this is what they teach, and I couldn't teach it because I don't agree with it. Most speed schools tell you that if you're in a fielding position, your initial movement needs to be forward. They're going to tell you that if you step backwards to move forward, you're losing ground. And on paper, in theory, that sounds just about right. However, when we're in a parallel stance, we're in a fielding stance, and I'm going to move from third base in toward home plate, if I have to pick my foot up, again, I'm trying to overcome inertia. I'm trying to overcome a standstill position and just force my body to start moving. But if I can drop 1 foot backwards, it gives me that plyometric effect, which bounces my body, which gives me some spring in my step. The other thing that you'll notice, it's tough to do in slow motion, I'm not moving backwards. My foot goes back, but my hips are going forward. As long as my hips and my center of mass are moving forward, my body is moving forward. So get out in a good athletic stance. You're getting ready to field a bunt. Bunts drop down. That quick little plyometric step gets that elastic response through the muscles and gets his body moving forward as quickly as possible. Okay, now let's look at it without the plyometric step. Without the plyometric step, 2 things happen. One, he's got to go from a standstill position. Even if he's got a little bit of movement through his hips and his legs, it's still pretty much a standstill position. And he's got to overcome that standstill position and pick one leg up while he drives his other leg back. The other thing that it's going to do is if we're out a little bit wider than our shoulders, as soon as I pick my right leg up, all my weight shifts to the left. When I put my right leg back down, my weight is shifting side to side. When we're shifting weight side to side, we're not running efficiently straight forward. Go ahead. And you see this a lot in guys getting timed in combines or at pro scout days, where they're going to get out and run, and you see they're pushing side to side when they're running. That's because they've been taught not to take a directional step because it makes them slower. When in reality, it's been proven, and some of these speed schools are finally starting to agree with it, it's been proven that that plyometric step makes you considerably faster in your first 10 yards. Game of baseball, most of your plays are made within the first 30 feet. If you don't get a good jump on a stolen base in 30 feet, you're not stealing that base. If you're an infielder and you can't make a play in 10 yards, you're not making that play. So science has proven that this plyometric step gets you a lot faster in your first 10 yards, which reasoning would tell you that that's also going to make you faster in your 20, 30, 40 yards. Make sense?